How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode of our NHL 25 Be a Pro series with our goaltender, Dale Adams. In today's episode, we're hopefully going to be starting off doing the third period against the Dallas Stars as long as it's not a complete blowout and ends up being no reason for us to play it. And then after that, we'll sim a game, or we'll sim a couple games, play the next one we started, and then we'll sim a couple games, and that'll be it for the video. I did turn it down from 10 minutes, obviously. Before, we were doing 5 minutes, but I just turned it down to 6 minutes, so it shouldn't be too extra long. It should just be like it should just feel slightly bit longer, I guess. That's what she said. But anyway, I don't know if any of that made sense. But we're not gonna mess around here. For some reason, I want to see if we have any injuries, so we're gonna look. Yeah, Tyler Bertuzzi's injured. Okay. That's a big player to be missing. But hopefully we'll get him back soon. But let's jump into the sim here against the Dallas Stars. They're 24-20-4. First period here in Chicago. 1-1 tie. Robertson got the scoring started. Korchinski tied it up. Second period. 2-1 in favor. Josh Doan scored on Ottinger to give us a 1-goal lead. We love to see it. And I think we are going to rock some reverse retros, mainly because I know they're... Oh, good. I prefer these reverse retros. I prefer those Chicago Blackhawks retros than the most recent ones. But I also really like basically that all-white Dallas Stars reverse retro one. I really think that's a clean kit, so we're going to rock with that. We're going to jump in 6 minutes, all-star difficulty. We got a 1-goal lead here. Looking to get our 34th win on the season. And I am recording this after Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals in real life. Went to overtime yet again. I feel like every game in this series is just going to be an overtime game, which I mean I'm not going to complain about. More hockey is always good. I didn't actually watch this game though. I was paying attention while I was doing other stuff. But apparently Florida was up like 3-1 at one point. Kachuk got 2 goals in the first period. And then the Oilers like rallied and had a huge period and took the lead. And then the Panthers tied it up to force overtime, which is a different turn because I'm pretty sure... Wait, did Game 3 go to overtime? Yeah, I'm pretty sure every game in this series has went to overtime. I don't remember. Maybe not. But all I know is that games 1 and 2, Edmonton had to fight back to force overtime. So it was actually nice seeing that, oh, they can actually have a lead towards the end of a third period. But unfortunately, they just couldn't keep it. But thankfully, they did come out on top because honestly, if the Panthers went up 3-1, I honestly, I don't think Edmonton would come back from that. I don't think they would be able to do it if they were down 3-1. But then again, last year they did come back from being down 3-0. But I don't know. Regardless, the series is tied up, which is nice. Game 5 is Saturday. I will probably actually watch that one since it's a weekend. Off the post for Korchinski, looking for his second goal of the game. Whoops, didn't mean to hit that. I always accidentally hit that button. Rope Hintz, he's skating in. Okay. I was trying to toss it over to Jonesy. Thankfully, the game said no. But yeah, I'll probably actually watch Game 5 since it's on a Saturday. I usually don't watch hockey during weeknights. Mostly just because, like, I have other stuff I need to get done. So after working for 8 hours, I don't really have time to come home and sit down and watch like a fuck. Whoop. I was going to swear for no reason there. Not that it matters. But anyway, I don't have time to come home and watch a like 2.5, 3 hour hockey game. Especially when I'm watching Chicago games, it's like, okay, after like the second period, I know they're gonna lose, so it's like I can turn that off. But in the playoffs, you never know what's gonna happen, so it's like you don't want to, especially the finals, you don't want to like turn it off and be like, oh, because then stuff like that happens. That was just, I don't understand how that went through. I was down on in the butterfly and it still goes through 5 hole. So I don't know if my guy just lifted up his leg. Oh, there was just, he was doing a stupid animation. See, that's one thing I don't like, is that the animations will constantly get you scored on. Like, I was holding R2. He should have just been doing that, being in the butterfly, and that goal wouldn't have went in. But the fact that he kicked out his leg, it opened up the 5 hole for the puck to go through. So, I don't know. Stuff like that in this game just really annoys me. It's too heavily focused on animations sometimes. But anyway. I don't even remember what I was saying. I was yapping about something, how I don't have time to watch a game or whatever, which, I mean, really isn't true. I don't need to, like, I can do other stuff with it on in the background, but I don't know. I think it's because it's two teams where I don't really care who wins, so it's like I'll just watch it when there's elimination games, I guess. Unless Chicago's in the playoffs, I don't watch every game. But like, if Chicago's in the playoffs, I watch every minute of every game without a doubt. But when it's teams like that, I don't really care who wins. Like, I'll pick certain teams to follow, and like the Winnipeg Jets, I obviously had them winning the Stanley Cup in my work bracket. So like when they were at elimination games, I was watching them. But then they got eliminated, and I was like, okay, I don't really have a favorite besides the Oilers, so I'll keep an eye on them. And then when they were in elimination games, I would watch, like, I would wait till it was like the final 10 minutes of the third period, because the NHL app like lets you know that stuff. And then I'd tune in then just to see the final like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever it is, of the third period. Okay, we glove that. We'll freeze it. 8:39 here in the third period, all tied up. I definitely do like these reverse retros better than their more recent ones. I understand what they were going for with the more recent ones. It's more of like a old school type jersey, but I don't like it. And I think Detroit's was like similar too. It was like they just hit copy paste, but like reversed the colors or something. Like instead of red, black, red stripes, it was like black, red, black stripes. Something like that. Whoa! Can you guys get the puck away from the crease, please? That'd be much appreciated. .620 left here in the third period, all tied up. Reichel slapper into the glove of Ottinger. He will freeze it with Panarin right on him there. But yeah, obviously I'm hoping Saturday Edmonton can take a 3-2 series lead. They are at home, so hopefully that'll help give them a boost. And honestly, it'd be nice. Like I said earlier, it's always fun to see overtime in the playoffs just because it's more hockey and you never complain about that. But on the same side of things, it would also be nice just to see Edmonton be able to finish it in regulation. But that's just my opinion. Maybe other people are like, no, I'd rather it go to overtime. Makes it more exciting. Oh, there we go. Robertson got a tripping penalty. We're on the power play. Hopefully we can get the lead here. We got like our second power play unit out here. Unless this is our first power play unit, which I don't know why it wouldn't be Bedsy and all those guys, but who knows? Get back in the crease, man. Okay, Khrushchev passed up to Fast. He's got some room. Tried to shoot it through, almost trickles past Ottinger, but he finds it. 4:07 in the third, 1:31 left on the power play. Okay, there we go. Now we got Bedsy and Panarin out here. Okay, Panarin back to Jonesy. Over to Korchinski. Backhand shot, Panarin. Ottinger makes the stop. Okay. Apparently Korchinski wanted a whistle. He gave that right to me. Okay, we lose the face-off there. Get on the post, man. He's not hugging the post. Jones will skate it out. Long pass up to Panarin. He's got some room. Poke check. Gets control of it again. Backhand shot. Good save from Ottinger. 53 seconds left on our power play. Jones can't keep it in, but keeps control of it. Pass back up to Panarin. Back pass to Bedsy. Reichel. Interesting move there. A little glitchy there. Gets the shot off, though. 39 seconds now left on our power play advantage. There we go. Good face-off win. Nazar tried to shoot it. Couldn't get the shot off. Fast tried to pass it over. Too much traffic in front. Jones. Oh, there's another power play coming up. Jones got tripped up. Oh, charging. Okay, Rope hints. I just saw Seth Jones fall down, so I just assumed a trip. I didn't see a hit or anything. But we got 5-on-3 for 21 seconds. We got to get a goal out of this. The game is giving us this win. Over to Khrushchev. Slapper. Good save from Ottinger. Fast loses it. Okay, 5-on-3 is over. Shot. Good pad save. Good blocker save, whichever one it was. Carlson, back to Fast. Shot, too much traffic. Bad shot. Dumped out. Chickering around the net. Fast will skate it out. Minute 15 left on our second power play. He gets hit off the puck. Picked up by Bischel over to Heiskanen. Skated out by Shen over to Novak. And a one-time blast from Miro Heiskanen. They get a shorthanded goal. I followed it. I was just a split second too late on it. And we are trailing 3-2 in the late stages of this third period. We're at the 2-minute mark here in the third period, now losing by 1. It's been a hot minute since we've lost, I believe, when we've actually played a game. So if we lose, I'll be okay with it. Okay, but we still have power play time. We could tie it up. Okay, Bedsy. Korchinski got the first goal for us. Reichel shot. Ottinger couldn't glove it. Goes behind the net. Bischel. Bank pass over to Steele. He dumps it in. Korchinski stops it. Jones to Reichel. Reichel back pass to Korchinski. Up to Bedsy. Bedsy shot. Rebound chance for Panarin. No dice. Panarin picks it up behind the net. Tried to pass it out to Korchinski. Finally gets it to him. Bank pass behind the net. Reichel. Jones with a slapper. Tried to deflect it. But what? Bedsy up front. I tried to say Bedard and Bedsy at the same time. That's why I went Bedsy. I would not be a good commentator, that's for sure. I'd be flubbing my words all the time on national TV. Okay, we win the faceoff. Korchinski back to Khrushchev. Jones to Nazar. Shot behind the net. Khrushchev keeps it in. Empty net. I'm actually getting pulled, but we score. Jesper Fast ties it up. I didn't even get to see it because I switched the camera. I'm just surprised the coach actually pulled me. They never do that. Maybe they actually fixed it. I doubt it. That would require EA to actually do something. But right in front of Ottinger and fast. What a beautiful shot location, too. Just under the glove. Okay, we're all knotted up here with 56 seconds left. Maybe we can take a late period goal. I don't think our save percentage will be all that impressive if we do come out of this with a win. We have 25 saves so far on 28 shots. Okay, Jones. Over to Fast. He just tied it up for us. Tried to shoot it. Fanned on the shot. Ottinger will cover it. 32.8 left in the third period. And we do come away with the puck for a brief second before Robertson picks it up. Saiplikov loses it to Korchinski. Fast. Over to Jones. Long pass up to Kopp. 16 seconds. Gets hit off the puck. Lindell will come away with it for Dallas. Over to Saiplikov. He gets poked. Jones picks it up. Reichel passes it up to Bedard, who skates it out, dumps it in as the period ends, and we are going to overtime. Okay, let's just keep it rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Jesper Fast tying it up for us late in the third period, sending us to OT. Hopefully we can get the win for him. Good face-off win from Bedsy. Jones gets himself double-teamed. You love that. Thankfully, Bedsy is right there to grab it. Panarin tried to windmill deke, lost it. Robertson, it's going to be a 3-on-1. Bedsy with a nice interception up to Jones. We could have a 2-on-1 here if Jones would actually step on the gas. But Panarin wasted that. Didn't even hold on to it for less than a second. Just immediately got rid of it instead of trying to do something productive with it. In my opinion, anyway. You might have seen that as a smart play. Jones didn't get the full shot off there. Good takeaway from Jones, getting in the way of that pass. Kurashev up to Reichel. He's got some space. Shot. Good save from Ottinger. Kurashev. He shoots. Good save once again from Ottinger. Back to the point. Chychrun. He loses it. Heiskanen. He got the go-ahead goal for Dallas. And we stop him. Kurashev. Reichel once again with some space. He shoots it up close. Ottinger says no. 1:20 left in overtime. Shot from Chychrun. He gets hit off the puck, goes wide. Harley picks it up. Back to Chychrun. Not sure why he didn't just skate it in on Ottinger and take the shot. Poke check. We keep it in. Kurashev loses it. Under a minute left here in overtime. Dallas will come away with it. Stankoven. He's got some space. And he snipes it on me. What was the defense there, Chychrun? Well, we still come away with this. Come away out of this game with a point. Just terrible defense from Chychrun. And there's Marc-Andre Fleury. Okay. Not cool seeing him as 31 instead of 29. But yeah, look at this defense from Chychrun. He's right there. Could have poke checked, could have stick lifted. Nope. Lets himself get hit off the puck. And somehow my guy doesn't make that stop, even though I stayed with him the whole time. Like, look, I'm right in front of him the whole time. Just snipes it under my blocker, which, fair. Okay, good goal. Happens. But anyway, we do come away with the overtime loss. We do get a point out of it. Third star of the game is Josh Stone with a goal and 5 hits. Logan Stankoven with the overtime winner and 5 hits. And then the first star of the game. First star of the game. Hurry up, please. is Miro Haskin with 1 goal, 1 assist, and 7 hits. He almost got the overtime winner. Did give his team the lead for a brief little bit. Let's check out our stats, though. Yep. Made 26 saves on 30 shots, gave up 4 goals, had an .867 save percentage. Don't like it. We're just going to move on from this. Game 1 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. At least we got a point out of it. I'd rather lose in overtime and still contribute to the team getting a point than losing in regulation and we get nothing, except a big fat L. Okay. Shut up, James. I don't care. I don't want to listen to you babble. There's only room for one person babbling incoherently. Okay, sim to the next game. Are we starting? Yes, we are. Okay, so we're in first place because of that overtime loss now. We are starting the next game, but we will be simming this one. 26-15-8 Minnesota Wild coming in, looking to get our 34th win on the season. So first period, 0-0 tie. Okay, second period, 1-0 Minnesota, Evgeny Dadonov. Third and final period. Okay, Rasmus Kupari tied it up, and then Brandon Saad gave him the lead, and then they got 2 empty net goals. So I won't get credited for 2 of them, so that'll be nice. I should still have a good save percentage. So 3 stars of the game. Dale Adams with the 3rd star, 2.02 GAA, 23 saves, 920 save percentage. Marco Rossi, no goals, 2 assists, 4 hits, and Jesper Wallstead gave up 1 goal, made 29 saves, and 966 save percentage. Okay, so obviously we really got our butts saved there with those 2 empty netters. But back-to-back games, we give up 4 goals. Okay. Sim up to Toronto. Is the coach going to start us in this one? Yes, he is. Okay, so we are playing this one before we go on what seems like a little holiday break. Is this the bye week or whatever? Looks like it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're going to jump into this Toronto Maple Leafs game. We are 33-12-3, still holding on to first place, and they are 30-20-1, holding on to 6th place. Looking to get win number 34 on the season. Can we have a good sim here? First period in Toronto. Holmberg and Nylander score to make it 2-0. Second period. 4-0. Brock McGinn and Matthews score. We're not playing this one. Sim the 3rd period. Carlson and Fast score, but it is too little too late. Bastion and Matthews score again. Final score 6-2. I don't want to see what the save percentage is on this. But Matthew Nyes, 3 assists, 2 hits. Nylander, a goal, 2 assists, 1 hit. And Matthews, 2 goals, 1 assist. Classic Toronto. Play well in the regular season, choke in the playoffs. And we played all 60 minutes. 33 saves on 39 shots, gave up 6 goals and an .846 save percentage. Not good at all. Okay, well, we will simulate up to the next game and see if we will actually get a good 3rd period to jump into, because that definitely was not it. Okay, so after the week off, hopefully we can come back refreshed. We're in 2nd place now. Taking on the 30th place Montreal Canadiens, sitting at a 20-25-4 record. Watch us get absolutely dominated by them. Let's jump into the sim here. Okay, first period, 0-0. Second period, 1-0. Connor Bedard scored on Jordan Binnington. Okay, 1-0 lead going into the 3rd period, back home in Chicago. You know what? There is a jersey. Is it this one? No, but I do like that jersey. It's not that one either. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. We will wear this one. 13-14. Do they have anything from that season? No, they do not. They do have that. You know what? Screw it. We'll put them in that. Okay. So we're coming into this 3rd period here against Montreal with a 1-0 lead. We're looking to get our 34th victory on the season. We're coming off a few losses in a row. Still got Patrick Laine on this team. That's good to see. Good face-off win for the boys. Bertuzzi's back. Okay, good. Slavkovsky. He might have been back in that Toronto game too. Who knows? Suzuki. Make the save on Suzuki. Tammy Panarin moving into second place for NHL point leaders. You'll have to see that. And Montreal is out shooting us 31-24. Caden Goalie skates in. Panarin will skate it out. Over to Bertuzzi. He shoots it wide of the net. Picked up by Panarin. Back to Bertuzzi. Shot. Good save once again from Binnington. Up close shot. But Binnington will freeze it. 18:07 left here in the third. Another face-off win for us. Panarin, Bedsy, he shakes off the defenseman, shoots it, goes wide of the net. Bertuzzi back to Jones, in front of Bedsy, and he snipes it and gets his second goal of the game, and we are up 2-0. His 38th goal of the season. Just an absolute snipe. Beautiful pass from Jonesy right up to a dead center Bedsy. Somebody lost their bucket there in the corner. Oh, it was Panarin. Almost got blinded by his bald head. Okay. So we got another goal. Hopefully that'll be a good cushion for us here. It would have been nice to actually jump into that Toronto game so we could actually play a game on the road. I feel like we haven't played a game on the road in an episode in a hot minute. Laine skates in. We make the save on him. Slavkovsky hit off the puck by Jones. Passed up to Bertuzzi, who skates it out. Gets the puck taken away by Goalie. Warchinski scrumming for it. Bertuzzi, he's trying to get it back. Panarin will take it away after it becomes loose. Panarin shot. Got poke checked. Slavkovsky skating it out for Montreal. Long pass over to Laine. Looking to get his team back into it. Good takeaway by Panarin. All right, enough with the back passing right in front of the net, boys. It's going to lead to nothing good. Panarin skates it in. Nice deke, but goes offside in the process. So we will reset. Laine getting absolutely leveled there. Probably be injured for the rest of the season after that hit. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Okay, Panarin to Bertuzzi. Panarin back with it, Bertuzzi behind the net. Back to the point to Carlson. Slapper in front, too much traffic. Bedsy with 2 on the day, shot. Binnington covers the loose puck. 14:18 left in the third. Hopefully we can see Bedsy get his hat trick here. I don't think we've seen a player get a hat trick, at least not for a long time. Okay, Newhook kicks it back to nobody. Reinbacher got to it for a brief second. Caulfield with it now. Panarin in front, rebound shot goes off the post. Binnington. Got to give the goalpost a Marc-Andre Fleury love tap. Thank the post for doing your job. Okay, good takeaway from Chychrun. Bad pass by Montreal there. Bertuzzi skates it in. Back to Khrushchev. He's got some space. Shot! Binnington with a chance. Bertuzzi was all in, and Khrushchev snipes one past Binnington, and we're up 3-0 here. His 16th of the season. Bertuzzi had a really great chance there. Not too long before that shot from Khrushchev. Khrushchev, it looks like he got poke checked off of his initial shot. Managed to pick up the loose puck and just sniped it on Binnington. And we're all even up in shots now. 32 apiece. which I think the only shot so far from Montreal was that Nick Suzuki shot that we stopped like right at the beginning of the game, or third period. So we are definitely keeping Montreal at bay here. Tried to go for a slap or fanned on it, and they get another shot there finally. That's 2 shots in the third period for them. Okay, we win another face-off. 11 minutes here in the third period. Fast. He's got the puck. In front to Kurashev, looking for his second of the game. Good save from Binnington. Carlson to Reichel. Back to Fast. Carlson to Reichel once again. Back to Fast. Kurashev misses the shot. Reichel shot. Good pad save from Binnington. Under 10 minutes here in the third period. Up 3-0. Good chance from Kurashev up close. Binnington with a good stick. Good defense from Montreal. Kurashev will fight for the puck though. Back to Chychrun. Carlson shot. Binnington struggling to find it. Eventually does and gets the whistle. We're going on the road. At least 3 games coming up on the road. Got the first line back out there with full pressure. Can we win the face-off? Yes, we do. Chychrun. Panarin to Carlson. Backhand shot. Deflection from Bedsy. Binnington managing to cover it, though. We got Bedsy looking for the hat trick. Kurashev with a goal as well. We lose that face-off. Laine gets to Engstrom. Up to Suzuki. Good takeaway from the boys. Bedsy with it now. He gets knocked down. Yokiharu kicks it out. But Panarin and Bedsy all over him. Montreal will come out of the zone with it. Suzuki skates it in. Got a piece of it. Got another piece of it. Suzuki is basically taken every shot in this third period. -1. Reinbacher. Newhook skates it out for Montreal. Skating in, try to windmill deep. Good poke check there from Chychrun. Bedsy to Bertuzzi, skates it in. Along the boards here. Back behind the net to Panarin. In front to Jones. He's got some space. Shot goes wide of the net. Newhook picks it up for Montreal. Over to Caulfield now. Caulfield gets it to Reinbacher. Kirby Dach skates in. And Bertuzzi will skate it out. 4:40 left here in the third period. Up 3-0 thanks to Bedsy's 2 goals and Kurashev's 3rd goal. Or his goal. His single goal. The way I phrased that made it sound like he had 3 goals himself. Speaking of Kurashev, he's back out here on the face-off dot. Can he get another win? No, he cannot. But that's okay. He's pretty good on the face-off dot. Heineman. Into the glove. We will freeze that. 3:46 in the third period. And we have overtaken Montreal in shots. 38-36. We lose another face-off. Thankfully, the defense is good in front. Fast skates it in. Couple stride dekes there. Loses the puck. Got a little too fancy. Or tried to get a little too fancy there. Ends up losing the puck. Reinbacher passed to Nosen. Heineman skates it in. Can't get the shot off. Too much defense. Fast. Up to Korchinski. He skates it out. Into the Montreal zone. Gets poke checked by Hudson. The real-life Calder Memorial Trophy winner. Rookie of the year. Good save there. Little scrum in the corner there. Puck is loose. Laine. Back to Hudson. We glove it. We'll toss that out. Back to Laine. I was out of position. It got deflected. I got a piece of a glove on it. We're under a minute here. Get the puck away. I should have just held on to it. Okay, Costin to Cop. We finally skated out. Thank you, Josh Doan. Klim Costin. Approaching 30 seconds left in the third period. We know what we're playing for at this point. Chychrun gets hit off the puck. Klim Costin will pick it up. He gets pinned. 28 seconds. Back to Chychrun. Over to Carlson. Back to Costin in front. He loses it. Montreal looking to just get one on the board. Slavkovsky skates it out over to Suzuki. Into the glove. Hudson. We pass it out. Back behind the net. Good poke check from Carlson. 4 seconds left. Last second stop. We toss it out. And we get the shutout, ladies and gentlemen. What a rebound from those terrible games. Well, I mean, that game against Dallas wasn't really terrible. We lost in overtime. But a terrible, terrible game against Toronto. And we come back after the week-long break with a 3-0 shutout. Bedsy with 2 goals. Kurashev with the 3rd goal. And we are crushing it, ladies and gentlemen. Got our 34th win on the season. That'll hopefully help boost the save percentage. Tyler Bertuzzi, 2 assists, 6 hits. Potentially his first game back from being injured. Gets himself the 3rd star. Connor Bedard gets 2 goals and 1 hit. And I assume we'll get the 1st star since we got the shutout. Indeed we do. Made 42 saves. You'll love to see it. Most of those shots in the 3rd period came from Nick Suzuki. But I got to get a thumbnail, and then we will go back to the locker room and sim our next start. And then we will wrap up the video there. So I will see you in just a second. All right, folks, we are back here in the locker room. Coming off a 3-0 shutout victory. We're at a .909 save percentage, 18-9-2 record, having played 29 games. So we're going to sim up to the Minnesota Wild game. Are we starting in this one? Yes, we are. Okay. So they are 4th place. We are 2nd. Let's hope we can actually get another solid win here. Not have a performance like we did against Toronto. First period in Minnesota. 2-1. Chychrun and Jones. Second period. Still 2-1. Third period. 5-2. Dylan tied it up, and then Bedsy, Jones, and Chychrun scored. Jonesy with his 2nd goal of the game. Now Jones got 2. Chychrun got 2 as well. He got the empty netter. Okay, so 5-2 victory over Minnesota. Chychrun with the 1st star, 2 goals, 2 hits. Bedsy 2nd star, 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 hit. And Jones 2 goals. You'll love to see it. And we will look at our stats here. 60 minutes played, 32 saves on 34 shots, 941 save percentage, and gave up 2 goals. All right, you'll love to see it. If we're starting this next game, it's a back-to-back, so we'll see. If we're starting this one, we'll just sim this one as well. And we are. Okay, so 35-13-3, taking on the 31-18-2 Carolina Hurricanes. We will sim this game as well. First period in Carolina, 0-0. Second period, 1-0 Bedsy on the power play. And third period, 3-2, so we could not get the shutout. Korchinski scored on the power play to give us a 2-0 lead. Tommy Tater scored, give us a 3-0 lead. And then Eriksson Ek and Seth Jarvis scored to make it a 1-goal game. Thankfully, we held on to get the win. We'll look at the 3 stars. Eriksson Ek somehow gets the 1st star of the game. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Especially, that doesn't make, why'd he get the 1st star? That doesn't make any sense. It's home crowd bias, I guess. So he gets the 1st star with a goal and 2 hits. Bedsy, 2nd star with a goal and 5 hits. And Tommy Tater with a goal. Okay. And then we will check out our stats here. We played all 60 minutes, made 20 saves on 22 shots, 909 save percentage, gave up 2 goals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sim up to our next start here, see where we are going to pick up in the next video. Okay. All right, coaches Coach is going with us right now. I wonder if we are the designated starter now. We'll have to take a gander. Or if we're still, me and Kameso are still both listed as starters. Starting goalie, starting goalie. Okay, so that's the issue. Whenever the role is the same for the goalies, the game doesn't know how to differentiate. Like, you would think it would go based off like overall or whatever, but it doesn't. It sees that the role is still the same, and it's like, oh well, they're both starting goalies. Who are we gonna play? So that's why you'll go on streaks where it's like, oh, it's been like 7 games and my guy has not played, because the game doesn't know how to be like, oh, this is the starter, this is the backup, because the roles are the same. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I had fun. That game against Toronto, I wish it could have been a little bit better, but what can you do? It was a simmed game. We did not play, so we did lose that first game against Dallas, but we did rebound with a nice 3-0 shutout against Montreal. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this episode and have not done so already, make sure to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell to turn on all notifications so you never miss a future one of my videos. Thank you guys once again so much for watching, and until next time, take care.